Mandolin vitamins. This is kind of teaching our fingers to be nice and strong. It tells our fingers what their job is on the fingerboard. So in general, we have our first finger that covers the first 2 frets, our second finger covering the next 2 frets, third finger covering the next 2 frets, and then our pinky covering the 7th fret. So the kind of goal of this exercise is to build good hand frame, good hand, strength of the fingers, rounded fingers, and teach our fingers what they're responsible for, their role on each string. So kind of this exercise goes like this. You put all of your fingers down and you play the E note, which is that 4th finger note. We could do this on any string. We'll just do it on the A string today. So this is the E note. And then we're going to go down to the 3rd finger. And then do the same thing down to the 3rd finger, but this time we're going to go to the other note that it's responsible for. Let me maybe play through this first so you can kind of see it. It's something like this. Right, so that's a kind of preview of the exercise. So we'll kind of go through it now. I'm putting all my fingers down, including my pinky, and I'm going to go. Maybe it doesn't matter how many times you play the note. It's more about the fingers. So let's do 4, and then 4 notes here. Back to our starting note. Now while we're playing that, we're going to move our finger down to the next note. So it's the other note that this 3rd finger is responsible for. This note and this note. We're going to go here now. Right? So we have this. Then the next note down, the next 2 frets are covered by the 2nd finger, so we're going to go to the 2nd finger here. On the 4th fret. Back to our starting note. And then moving down to this 3rd fret. Starting note. And now we're on the next 2 frets are covered by our 1st finger, so we're going to go here. And then we've got our 1st finger. This is the biggest stretch here. You don't have to do this too often, so this is a bit of it, getting outside of the super effective part of this exercise, but it's worth trying. The 1st finger is also responsible for that 1st fret. So that's a real big jump. And then you do that in reverse. Let's go here. Then to the 2nd finger. 2nd finger next fret. 3rd finger next fret. 4th finger next fret. Or sorry, 3rd finger high. Yep. So again, that sounds like this all together. Building good hand frame, hand strength, teaching the fingers to work independently and teaching the fingers where their role is on the fingerboard. So you can do that. Really, it doesn't matter what string you do it on. It's going to feel pretty similar to the fingers on any string. And this speed doesn't really matter either, because it's not actual notes that you're going to play in your improvisations or anything like that. If you played an improvisation based on that, not many people would like you. So more think about it as an exercise in teaching your fingers what notes they're responsible for, their responsibility on their fingerboard. Building good hand frame so the fingers are dropping in the same location, right? That kind of builds up our speed as well. Good technique in the left hand and good strength in the fingers, being able to kind of independently work. So use that one as a warm-up tool, And you can do it for just, if you did that just, a minute or so before you started playing, it would really give you a strong foundation on the mandolin.